doing certain things and became something else. Tyler Perry said he was dreaming about Medea when he was at Napa, came up with a character working for Napa Auto Parts in the Atlanta area. No kidding. Tyler Perry, the actor, Tyler Perry. But anyway, it got me thinking, so many people, they associate what they do on a daily basis. So many guys and even females now, their identity is wrapped up in what they do for a living. Not who they are, but what they do for a living. And if they should lose that, if they should lose their job, they're not the same person. And that's just not true. I have met some of the nicest people in the broadcast profession, but they were real, not the prima donnas, not those that threw their weight around, but people knew them. They took the time to get to know you. They seemed like they never met a stranger, but always was kind, never forgot where they came from. It was nice to be able to encounter that in the profession that I've been in for over 30 years. 32 years I got started in radio. I'm 47, got started in New York City, but I think about so many of the nice folks that I've met that have just been so kind to, give me advice, steer me in the right direction, help me out, and for their years of experience. We all need mentors. It's either you become a mentor for somebody else to help them. I think that's a good thing. Be a mentor or find a mentor. I didn't know that I was a mentor until somebody pointed it out to me, and I started a voiceover school back in 2001. An agency had come to me saying, can you help me with my talent because you seem like you have a great ear for it. And I was reluctant because I'm like, I'm not a voice coach. But didn't you go through 3 or 4 different programs? Weren't you the voice of ABC News? Aren't you represented by this agency, that? Yes. And you can help. You know the business. They just need somebody that knows it so you can help us, steer us, so we can be a viable, voiceover company. I'm like, I can do that. And I didn't realize it, but it became a business. And I found out, hey, I actually know what I'm doing, and I like it. So I got the best of both worlds. So I could mentor people, and mentorship comes in many different forms. They don't even necessarily even have to do business with me. I find myself talking to people, just offering them advice, or simply making a phone call to introduce them to somebody that I had got to know for a job and end up helping them get a job just because of mere phone call. And you'd be surprised if somebody actually has the gift of communication on just picking that phone up, and people just can't believe, like, I was not able to get the results. But people always like to meet someone that they're looking forward to. When you the art of edification, lifting that person up, talking about that person, because they're eager. They're eager to hear from that individual because they valued you and what you had to say. So connections are important. Who you know, that's for sure. That's why I tell people, don't burn bridges. Don't burn them. Because the world is, it's small. Because of the intricate connectivity of the internet, and the speed of just a tweet, you see how fast Donald Trump can take to the Twitter sphere, but you can do the same thing. You just want to be careful moving forward. And one word of advice on social media, especially if you're employed or trying to be employed, personal stuff, leave it out. If you're having a bad day, don't tell everybody what a SOB that person is, or how bad that person treated you, or how life sucks. It's amazing when I see the negativity, and I'm like, don't be negative. Even if you feel it, don't be negative. People don't like to be around negative people. The world's negative enough. And don't partake in that. You might be around some negative people that rubbed off on you, but I have found that negative people, they don't get too far. And if they do, if they do, people tolerate them to a certain degree, but nobody talks well of them. Nobody wants to be around them. That's not who I want to become. That's who I don't want to be that way. It's nicer to be nice. I tell my 14, I've been telling her since she was a baby. It's nicer to be nice. Nicer to be kind. I'm not saying a doormat to be taken advantage of. I don't treat her, she's a girl. I'm not going to bring her up that way. But you can be a nice person. You can take the high road. Doesn't mean being abused, stepped on, doormat, not that kind of thing. I'm all for empowering. But be smart. Use your head. And it made me think about, I got invited to a job fair to speak to some folks that were much older than me that got laid off, were looking for work. And they seemed like they were very discouraged because they really couldn't get the same position, couldn't make the same money. They lost their house, they were renting. And I really felt bad, but I said to them, maybe this is the time to reinvent yourself, recreate things. And I said, look around you. There's people with so much skill around you and years of experience. I said, I might be looking at the next company or two or three in this room. And they're like, what are you getting at? And people started talking, and that's kind of interesting. And actually, several people did band together, IT people, accountants, lawyers, etc., and started forming small companies because they started using their mind. They're like, okay, I'm not good at this, but I do need an accountant. And I need a good secretary, and I need somebody to do billing, and yada, yada, yada. And to find out that people were in the same boat. And if you get out there and meet these folks, they're not so different than you. It's just using your brain. And sometimes when you get older, you don't have the same ambition where people say, well, I'm glad you're ambitious and all this other thing. And I'm glad that you still have it. And that's a good thing. Don't lose it. And I'm telling you, folks, you can get it back. Get your mojo back. No matter how old you are, no matter what happened to you. And that's the book that I recommend. Seriously, T.G. Jakes' Soar book, I think will inspire you. No matter what life is thrown at you. And life threw a lot of things at him. And you're like, yeah, I gotta get the guy on. I need to call the Potter's House, get him on and talk about it. But the book's brand new, just came out. And it just kind of made me think, and I wanted to do a segment about what would I do? Would I fall to pieces? And I say, what, between all of what I just said, but most of all, it's so much easier when you have faith. You have faith in God, and you have some people in your life that actually give a darn about you. But you realize that God cares about you abundantly. And that gets me through. My faith helps me. And God is love, He's joy, and He's given me capabilities and abilities, and He's given everybody abilities too. And sometimes we just have to see it. Sometimes it's right in front of us, and we don't see it ourselves. But God will show you. We'll be back right after this.
We'll help you survive this thing called life. We're for the people, for the people, for the people, for the people is there.
Here's a message to every rapist, domestic abuser, violent criminal thug, and every other monster who preys upon women. Maybe you've heard the stories about millions of us flocking to gun stores and gun ranges for the first time, the second time, and the 100th time. Here's what that means for despicable cowards like you. Your life expectancy just got shorter. Because there's a very good chance your next target will be armed, trained, and ready to exercise her right to choose her life over yours. This is what real empowerment looks like. Millions of American moms, grandmothers, and professional women taking our lives and our families' lives into our own capable hands. I'm the National Rifle Association of America, and I'm freedom's safest place.
For the people is there.
In Introducing the official For the People coffee mug, patriotic as can be, in featuring the colorful red, white, and blue For the People logo with Keith Allen on a ceramic 11-ounce coffee mug, perfect for any beverage of your choice. This mug is a great reminder of what we stand for: God, country, and family, with conservative values and good old-fashioned common sense. To order your For the People coffee mug, pay just $20 plus $3.99 shipping and handling at forthepeopleshow.com. That's forthepeopleshow.com. With all the choices out there to enjoy some entertainment, wouldn't it just be nice to have something that didn't cost an arm or a leg? I found something that does just that. It's called 123 Ready TV. It's one of the most remarkable apps available to start watching all of those movies and TV shows for one incredible price, just $19.99. And that's a one-time only price. Recap: all your movies, current and classic, and sports and news, and so much more. So cut the cable and stop spending money at the movies when you can truly have it all at your fingertips. No commercials, just all the entertainment you desire. 123 Ready TV is available for Windows and all Android devices. Get your 123 Ready TV for just $19.99 at forthepeopleshow.com. That's forthepeopleshow.com. Just click on the store page to get yours now and start enjoying entertainment the way it was supposed to be. Fun.
1877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Donate online at carsforkids.com. That's cars with a K. Pickup is quick and easy. You'll get a vacation voucher and maximum tax deduction.
1877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
We are back. Keith Allen and For the People, and at forthepeopleshow.com. And I'm looking at my coffee mug, and there's just a little bit more coffee left in it. So hold on for a second. That is kind of like an iced coffee. It's like, it's a steady 74 degrees in my studio. It used to be like 60-something, and that was like really freezing. But it cools off the coffee fast. But this coffee mug is for sale right now. It is the official For the People coffee mug. And if you'd like to see the visual apparatus, you just go to forthepeopleshow.com, click on it, see it. It will hypnotize you into buying it, okay? If my seductive voice can't do it for you, then I don't know what else will. I mean, many people swear by it, that in itself is enough. So if I have not inspired you to buy my cup by now, then you are totally missing out, seriously. ForThePeoplesShow.com is where you can see the coffee mug. And you can be that excited about a coffee mug if you just buy it today. You will see what I mean. It will bring a smile to your face. You will be in love. But more importantly, after all that nonsense, it really does help keep this broadcast on the air. So if you enjoy it, you find it a gem, one of a kind, you love me, you love my personality and my silly laugh, and how I present the content every single day, and what I say you tolerate, and I appreciate it, then please do support the broadcast. It's listener supported. What else can I tell you? The stations are not throwing me the big bucks. They're not. They're running it because they like it, and we're taking on more stations, talking to more stations. It's more people, and it's a good thing. But to keep us going, we're selling different products, and you may be hearing some different things on there. But, we make a few dollars here, a few dollars there, but we're not, selling straight advertising. We have sponsorship opportunities for people that may want to donate some money to it, and we are listener supported. But we just have this affiliate agreement with like My Pillow, where we'll make, so many dollars, maybe a couple of bucks. It's not a lot, but it's something. We'd have to sell a whole lot of pillows to actually make a pretty decent salary. So we're not quite there. But the coffee mug, it's a good deal. It's $23 with shipping. And then what else? We got the 123 Ready app, which is great. Cut the cable, all your TV shows, television, movies, stuff that's in the movies, stuff that was in the movies.